Hi, I'm Veronica Swiatek, and welcome to a very special show of Ybor Flavors. We're down here at lunchtime in Ybor City, and we're going to go visit some of the best restaurants that Ybor has to offer. We're going to try to find out the chef's secrets behind some of their favorite dishes. Let's see what's cooking. Our first stop today is at Acropolis Greek Taverna, and we are with the owner, Costa. Hi there.
Hello. Hey, Veronica.
We're so excited to be here today. This is the first of 5 restaurants you have?
Yes, it is. This is the first, and then this is open in 2002, and now we have 5. The first one in Ybor, as you see here. The second one in New Tampa. The third one is in Riverview, and the fourth in downtown San Pete on Central. And we just had the grand opening 3 weeks ago in Miami in Coconut Grove.
I think this actually has to be your favorite restaurant because I see you here in Ybor all the time, sitting outside, greeting guests, and sometimes I hear you're in the kitchen.
Well, there's no doubt when you have 5 kids, you love them all, but you're going to favor someone. Yes, definitely, I do love Ybor because it's home.
So why did you pick Ybor City?
It has history, it has personality, and it has everything.
Now, for those who have not been here, which I can't imagine, you know, people that haven't experienced Acropolis yet, tell us, what is the experience here?
Experience is from the food to the entertainment, to the good portion, to the good price, and all the special drinks we have, and the entertainment that include on the weekend belly dancer, live music, and we break the plates and we say oppa, and we throw some napkin, and we light that saganaki on fire. So you have a plenty of experiences. So it just depends what you're looking for and what you really like.
So tell us about the Greek food. Are these your recipes, your family recipes?
Absolutely. It's very home traditional recipe that being created by me and my brother Sam. And that's all background from mother recipe. Well, today we're going to show you how I'm going to cook one of the best and the most success dish in the world, and you're gonna have it only at the Acropolis. It's called chicken Rhodos, and Rhodos actually is the name of a big island in Greece. So let's go to the kitchen and I show you.
Well, I've been there, so let's see if it is the best.
Let's cook it.
Let's cook it.
Yeah.
Oh, this is where it is all made. It smells so good in here. So Costa, what are we doing here? What did you just pull out?
I got the flour. I got that chicken breast already filet, nice and perfectly cut and marinated. Of course, with some ingredients we're not going to tell you.
Now, who is this fine gentleman?
This is my brother, Sam.
Hi,
He's
Sam.
the big boss, actually.
How you doing?
Good.
He's the man behind all this.
Wow, that's a lot of work.
I'm trying. Actually, my guys might cook, so they don't feel good
Now
to
on
be in the
this-
camera. To everybody, they left it.
Now on this dish, the chicken Rhodos, he's doing the Santorini. It's a different dish, but I'm gonna do this for you. We take that chicken and we just lightly bread it.
Now
and
this
we
is
lay
a
it
chicken
nicely.
roast?
Yes.
Yeah, and this chicken Santorini here.
And we take
Ooh.
another one and we do the same because we are known that giving a good enough food. So there's gonna be 2 big chicken breasts on your dish. We're done. Oh, we put this here, and we put the chicken back in the fridge to keep it cool.
Now, how old were you when you first started making this dish?
I was probably 25.
Mahi.
25?
Yep.
So a couple years ago.
It's like 26 years ago.
So is that salmon?
That's salmon. It's medium salmon.
Medium.
And this is mahi.
Mahi.
They want a sandwich well done salmon. And this is mahi. Milk.
Now, what are you sauteing the chicken in?
This with liquid margarine.
Great.
You see how it's gonna come and be nice and brown and crispy?
Oh, it looks beautiful. Now, how often are you back here cooking?
When I need to. Sometimes if I'm short, I just jump in the kitchen and help.
We love it. So sometimes we'll just come back here and we'll just pop in and see you.
Absolutely. It happens once in a while, you know. Sometimes people are sick or they have something, they're late for work. Or even sometimes when we get busy, then I see them a little bit behind, I just jump in the kitchen.
So in other words, you're working 24 hours a day.
Sometimes.
Good.
So tell us a little bit about the chicken road. What is it?
The chicken roast, like I said, is a chicken marinated with spices and sauces. It's fresh. As you see there, you can turn your camera and see how the prep lady there, she's cutting and filleting that chicken. Do you see it there? That's the same chicken we're using, fresh, not frozen, fresh. It comes, the chicken breast. So we cut it, we marinate it.
What do you marinate it in?
We use some secrets.
Some secrets? Are you going to share with us your secrets?
Can we, Sam? What? Can we share our secrets, how we marinated our chicken?
Of course. We don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
The secret? What's the secret?
The secret
It's
is
called
the
love
secret.
sauce. We make food with love.
We love the love sauce. Well, I tried to get the secret, and I guess I'm not going to get it.
So the one thing about the Acropolis is every order here is a minute made. We don't have anything pre-made or anything ready before. So when you place your order, you have just to be a little patient in order for you to get a fresh and hot dish. As you see, we started like, what, 5 minutes?
Yeah.
See, it's getting nice and brown.
How many
But
tables do you have?
What's that?
How many tables do you have?
About 24 tables. And we add a little fresh garlic.
Ooh, we love garlic.
And then we cook it to give it that little nice burn flavor to it.
Ooh, now that's some fire.
I love a puppy. Then we strained it so the food won't be oily at all.
Now, what do you use for the fire?
And then we get our homemade yellow sauce.
Are you going to tell us what's in the yellow sauce?
It has lemon paste to it. And then we add sun-dried tomato.
Beautiful.
Artichoke hearts. Fresh
Yes.
spinach leaves. And pitted olives with no seeds.
Ooh, now Greek olives, right?
Yes, they're Kalamata pitted olives with no leaves.
Beautiful.
And then we saute it again a little bit.
Now that's a lot of fire.
Now it's gonna be fire.
What are you using to make the fire?
It's called cooking wine.
Ooh, we like wine in our food.
It's cooking wine, actually.
It's going to be good.
And
it's
that-
going to be really good.
When it's 100 bucks.
So what if I have a special request? Say I don't like olives.
You say I don't like olives, we make it with no olives.
So everything's
you-
fresh to order.
Absolutely, that's what I said. We make the order, and this is our fresh made orzo. Like as you see, also it has a sautéed spinach with the garlic and the sun-dried tomato and little herbs to it, and then also this is our fresh vegetable.
Looks like zucchini, red
Zucchini,
pepper.
squash, and red pepper and onion.
Now one of my favorite things is Greek
كله شوية
olive
مية.
oil.
نسيت أحط لبن.
How much Greek olive oil do you use?
We use a lot of olive oil though. We buy by gallon. We don't buy by bottle. We buy cases, and we go through a lot of olive oil, and it's always extra virgin. This is the chicken santorini. Goes with the pasta.
Ooh, beautiful.
This is the chicken rotis.
What's your most popular dish here?
The one I'm showing you now.
So the chicken
And then you put
roast.
the sauce on top.
So if I go to Rhodes,
Yes.
will I find this dish?
Absolutely not.
Why not?
They don't have it because this is our special dish we created here, the steam that you see, and we give it and we baptize it with that name, with the name Rhodus, because we thought the island Rhodus is really beautiful.
that's the chicken
so that
Santorini.
will be one of the best.
That smells good. Well, I'm glad we're not going to break this plate.
And this is the dish is ready to be served. A little bit
Feta?
crumbled feta cheese on top,
Yum.
and it's ready to go.
Yum. I can't wait to taste some of that. You
Yeah.
are going to allow me to
And a little
taste
bit
some.
more cheese here, so to make it Greek 100%.
Let's see that one more time.
Guys, chicken Santorini, salmon, let's go. Salmon sandwich.
Now that is a
Smell.
beautiful dish, and it
And I want you
smells
to
so
eat it
good.
because I want you to experience it, not just the look. When you taste it and that flavor melt in your mouth, you understand why we call it the best
Now,
dish.
this is the Santorini.
This is the Santorini. This one actually has that chicken tenders,
Okay.
fresh, breaded, cooked the same idea with the garlic, and it has red pepper, green pepper, onion, and a mushroom. Those are fresh mushroom you see here, hand cut, fresh mushroom. So we use everything you see fresh, hand cut.
So you are teasing me. How do I go ahead and have a taste?
Oh, you can go ahead and sit down at the table and someone will bring it to you. And also we're gonna bring you the flaming cheese, the saganaki, and some other flavor appetizers you can try from.
I'm just going to take this
Take
with me
it. Let's
so
go
we
together.
don't forget.
Let's go together.
We have these chicken roads, and what is this they just brought
Greek
out?
salad. I just thought, to show the most affordable and the freshest and the most fresh ingredients ever you can have on your dish is this Greek salad. You see how fresh it is, from the cucumber to the lettuce to the tomato
Feta.
and our feta cheese, and then homemade dressing. That's homemade Greek dressing. Also, this is a dressing you cannot have it any place else but at the Acropolis.
Is this another Acropolis secret?
Absolutely, and that's what makes the Acropolis is a secret place, because like everybody say, often imitation, never duplication.
How are we going to get these secrets from you, Costa?
It's like Coca-Cola. If I tell you, I have to kill you.
What is this that we have here?
This is the saganaki, is a cheese, and it's called saganaki cheese flaming. She light it on fire.
Opa! What does opa mean?
It's a spontaneous expression of happiness. It's compared to something in Spanish like ole.
Ole?
Yeah,
Okay, so I think we need to say opa, but with some feeling.
absolutely. So
One.
we can do this.
Okay. What am I doing?
When we take the plates and we just break it, but we're not gonna do it here to make a mess because it's a city property. But we can probably go inside and then break the plates and express our.
Well, let's
Feeling.
taste some food. Now, this is a very unique flavor because it's very cheesy.
It's aged.
Aged cheese.
Aged cheese. As probably the aged cheese you can, or probably medium age, because it has to be hard when you cook it on the flat top, so it won't melt. But when it gets that nice and crisp film on the outside, but the inside is so juicy and soft.
What type of cheese is it?
It's called Kefalograviera. It comes in a wheel, about 30-pound wheel. We cut it and then we make it in slices, ready to be cooked.
Is this a goat cheese?
It's goat and beef together. I mean cow. That's it, beef, cow.
So this is goat and
It's goat and cow.
goat and cow, and it's so crispy on the outside. Why, how does it get to be so crispy?
Like I said, because it's a hard cheese, it doesn't get the time to melt. So it doesn't get the time to melt, so it gets crispy, and you have to cook it on a hot surface. If you start it on a medium hot surface, it's gonna melt. It's not gonna be crispy. So it's sizzle and it's sealed, and it can keep the moist and the soft cheese in the inside.
Well, this is very addictive. I'm going to have another bite
I think you
here.
need to give this to the cameraman to try. And tell us, as a cameraman, what you think.
Now I'm going to try the Rhodes chicken. Oh, look at that. That is so tender. I can actually cut through it with a little butter knife here. Now I want to make sure I get all the artichokes and feta cheese and all the good stuff. All right, here I go.
Seriously, you're not doing this for the camera.
This is a touch of Greece right here in Ybor City. Excellent.
Thank you.
Ybor is flavored to suit any taste,
Thank
even
you.
the Greeks.
Thank you so much.
We're with Ilya at Stone Soup Company right here on 7th Avenue, and it is a beautiful place that you have here.
Thank you. Welcome.
I see you already almost started cooking.
Yeah, we're going to start cooking something for you today.
What are you going to cook for
We're
us?
going to cook one of our signature pastas. It's called an ex-wife's pasta.
Now, ex-wife pasta.
Ex-wife pasta. It used to be called Thai-style spaghetti. And what we decided to do was, when we opened up, I told her we're going to go ahead and make her pasta.
Oh,
And her and
wow.
I created together, so it's a wonderful dish.
Well, look at all these fresh ingredients.
They're wonderful. We've got some onions, some white onions, and some olive oil. And this is gyro meat that we cut from a roll of gyro.
So you actually have the lamb?
Yep, we do gyros here on pita. And so as we have that meat available, we go ahead and make this pasta. So we'll let this saute for a little bit.
Great.
Put a little bit of spices. It says a little bit of cayenne.
Ooh, so does that make it spicy?
It does make it a little spicy. She was spicy.
Well, we are in Ybor. Everybody
Yes, we
needs
are.
a good kick, right?
Absolutely. And there's more mushrooms.
What kind of mushrooms are those?
Those are portobello. Those are big portobello. And this is a little bit of oregano. And so we'll let this kind of saute for a little bit. And then we'll add some of these ingredients in a little bit.
So as this is cooking, tell us a little bit, how long have you been in Ybor?
We've actually been here for almost 4 years. This is our 3rd year in this location. We started out way down the street in a tiny little spot.
You were in
we were
that
the
tiny
smallest
little
restaurant in
place.
the world, yeah.
I think you had more space on the on the sidewalk than you did inside.
We did. And everybody was telling me I was crazy for coming to Ybor because of all the established restaurants. And we said, you know, if our food's good enough, we should be able to make it anywhere. And this is what we chose. And so far, it's been 3 years of fun and a lot of rewarding work.
A year down there, 3 years,
3 years
down
here,
here.
yeah.
Now, I heard there's a little story about the name.
There is a name. We donate. When we were first looking to open, the economy
That's
was
smelling really good, by
Is
the
it?
way.
You like
Yeah, really good.
So as we were looking to open, we weren't sure what to call it. We were going to call it a soup kitchen. We really wanted to focus on soups, and then we thought maybe that name might have a kind of a connotation where we might invite some homeless people inside the restaurant. So we decided that time to really call it the Stone Soup Company. And there's a story of Stone Soup where there's a lot of soup donations, and it's a kid's fable. And so I used to read that story to my kids all the time. And I decided, what if we just give whatever soup we can't use, whatever ingredients back to our community, back to Tampa, back to the local area. And so what we decided to do was make a soup every week. And on Fridays, we have Tampa Bay Harvest come in, and they actually pick up all of the unused soup. And so far to date, we've generated over 26,000 cups of soup have gone to Tampa Bay Harvest. And our plan is to hit a 50,000 mark by the end of the year.
Wow, that's
So,
amazing.
that is
You
really
only have
amazing.
6 months to meet that
I know.
mark.
Yeah, I think we'll do it.
Now, do your kids, do they work here as well?
My kids don't. They're a little young. They're 10 and 11.
Oh,
But,
10 and
but-
11.
But they love to eat the food, and they come all the time. So we'll cook this up a little bit more.
So, what am I smelling? Is that
you're
the herbs
you're
that's so
smelling the herbs,
vibrant?
You're smelling a lot of this, the gyro meat. We're going to add some tomato right now. Tomato doesn't take as long to cook. And as this all cooks up, we'll add the pasta, and then we'll add our dressing and the cheese.
The other thing that I noticed when I walked in, it's such a beautiful place. You have all this artwork, which we're going to get to,
Yes.
but you have a plaque up front which talks about, you know, your history and some of the work that you do in the community.
Absolutely.
Tell us about your fresh ingredients, and because you do have such a small place
We do.
here.
We have a really small place. We're really try to source as much locally as we can. We work with a shrimp boat off of over by Brandon. So we sometimes are able to get some Gulf shrimp, and we do a lot of stuff with shrimp as well. We have some pastas and we have a po' boy sandwich. We put grilled shrimp and fried shrimp in there. We also try to work locally. We're actually involved right now with the sustainability project, which is right across from Lowry Park Zoo. They just put in like a urban garden, and we had our food truck go out there and cook some soup out. But we're working with them about potentially getting some actually local produce into the restaurant and try to work with that for our salads and our other stuff.
So restaurants donating to the
Yes.
needy, and a food truck. What is the name of your food truck?
It's called the Flavors of Ybor.
Wow, I like it. Ybor Flavors, Flavors of
Flavors,
Ybor.
yeah,
I think we're going to have to check out your
It's pretty awesome.
truck
It looks
pretty
like Ybor
soon.
too. It's got the lights and it's really neat. It's
So you're
really
actually able to take Ybor City out to the
We
rest
are.
of the
We are.
community.
We do a little coffee on there. We do Cuban sandwiches. We do some rice and beans. We've got a really nice mix of food. We do some different soups on there as well. So
Speaking of soups, your namesake, how many soups do you have?
we run every day around 10 soups.
Are they
So
different every day?
They're all different. Well, for the most part, we kind of try to stick to the same. We'll usually throw one soup daily that's a little different than the rest. And during the summer, sometimes we'll throw in like a gazpacho. We'll do like a colder soup. In the wintertime, obviously, we go like maybe a little bit warmer and a little bit, more like stews and stuff like that.
So right now, this is a pasta.
This
What
is a
type of pasta is
This
it?
is a linguine.
Okay.
It's kind of what we pre-cooked for the show. And we'll go ahead and put this in here.
Ooh, that is looking delicious. Now this is just olive oil?
Yep, just olive oil. It's cooking up in there.
Yummy.
Isn't that nice?
Olive oil is always good for you. It's good for the skin.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Very good.
And we like things that are nutritious.
Yes, yes.
So this is cooking up nicely. What goes in next?
So next we put in a little bit of this dressing. This is basically a feta cheese with a Greek dressing. We're gonna actually cut this off because we're pretty much done. And what we do is we use the heat from the pan to just warm up the dressing. We really don't want it to overcook. So we just want it to get a flavor and kind of do like a white sauce. So we're pretty much done at this point.
You said what'd you say, feta?
It's feta, and it's a white Greek dressing that we make in-house.
Oh, I bet you it's a secret, isn't it?
It is a
There's
secret.
so many
It is a
secrets
secret.
going on
And
here
I've
in
got 2
Ybor.
plates here for us.
Oh,
So we're gonna go ahead and.
and you know I'm going to ask.
What's that?
Ex-wife, is ex-wife all good with this?
Ex-wife loves it. She asked me if she gets a little cut on the proceeds.
I hope she gets a big cut.
I told her she already had a cut. She had a big cut. So here's a little silver. for you.
Okay, I am going to dig in because this smells amazing.
And I think we got a pressed Cuban coming.
Now, I heard about your pressed Cubans
Yes.
because there are multiple winners.
There are multiple winners.
Of the Cuban Sandwich Festival, which we covered, what a great event.
That was an awesome event. It was
And
awesome.
you were a participant
We were a
in it.
participant, absolutely. I think we were a participant 2 years in a row, the first year and this year.
And what category did you win?
Well, last year we won second place in traditional, which was a judges' competition, and this year we actually won first place in the People's Choice. So
Really?
they had a chance to text in and vote, and the results didn't come in for about a day. That's because it took them a little while to tabulate and get everything together.
So you had the kids out, you had the ex-wife, you had all your friends,
Yeah,
the
they came
people's.
out. The ex-wife came out, she tasted the Cuban, she approved, and the kids were out, and the girlfriend was out, and everybody was having a good time.
So do I just go ahead and
Yeah,
just dig in?
Just dig in there. Let's
All
go
right,
together.
here we go. We've got. That is creamy.
Not good?
That is delicious. It's so unique because it's not heavy, but you got just a touch of cream, and then the Euro meat, it adds so
And then the
much.
feta comes in there. It's nice.
Yeah, this is outstanding. I'm gonna have one other bite, and then I'm gonna go ahead and dig into that Cuban
Awesome.
sandwich. And then the tomatoes, those are fresh. Those are really good.
Good stuff.
Outstanding. Not that I want to let this go, but I am going to put this down because
Okay.
This is the one of the winning Cuban sandwiches here.
Absolutely. And we do things a little differently.
This isn't a
our
traditional
signature.
cut.
This is not a traditional cut. What we do, first thing what we did is we were here for about a year. While we were here, we were making panini. We still make paninis. We call it a stony, after stone soup. We do a panini sandwich, and for about a year we had customers coming in and asking us repeatedly to make a Cuban sandwich. And honestly, out of respect for everybody on the street and the tradition, we said, no, we're not going to do it. Finally, we got kind of tired of the questions, and we said, we're going to do this the right way. Well, we researched back to the beginning, and we realized it's all about the pork. So we started grilling the pork and using mojo and roasting it every night. So that's our thing. So the pork is freshly pulled every single morning, and we use a lot of pork in here. And then when we press it, we cut it long ways. We save all the juices from the pork.
Ooh.
And we use that in the mojo dip, and that becomes a dip.
So this
So
the
that's
mojo
a dip.
dip.
So as you eat the sandwich, a lot of people will dip the sandwich in that and eat it right from there.
So mojo dip, that is just the
It's basically the juices from the roasted pork that are saved and flavored up and used in that.
So do we get to dig
Yeah,
in?
we'll dig in.
Okay. You're gonna
I'm gonna-
enjoy with me, right? Yeah, because this is very unique. This looks awesome. And this is pressed.
This is
Sometimes
pressed,
you get them
absolutely.
pressed or non-pressed.
Absolutely pressed, and this is
I forgot to dip. Let me try this one more time. That's all the good stuff.
not good. A lot of people will put hot sauce in there, and they'll actually dip it right with the hot sauce.
What a unique flavor that has.
Isn't that interesting? And that's really very Latin, very much Ybor. That's how most pork is made, is with a mojo dip, some kind of sauce or some type of flavor.
It's interesting because I had the first bite and I forgot to dip, and it was delicious. But I've never dipped a Cuban sandwich before.
Well, you know what happens? A lot of times when it gets pressed, it gets hard. Sometimes it's actually hard to eat because it's a harder sandwich. So by doing that, it kind of makes it soft again.
That is delicious. And I'm from Buffalo, and we're always dipping everything, and it just adds a whole different dimension to it. Now, that is outstanding, and
Well, I like it. Thank
congratulations
you.
on your award.
Thank you.
And you talk about everybody doing Cubans here in Ybor City. What do you think of Ybor?
We love Ybor. We absolutely love it. I mean, to us, you either love it or you don't love it. We love it. We like the flavors. We like all the different businesses. We like that we're here in a mix of all these different restaurants and all these different foods. And if we're going to be great and if we're going to be good, we want to be among the best. We want to be around restaurants that have been around for over 100 years. We want to be around guys that are just starting up. They want all those different people to come down and experience all that. And where else can you go in Tampa where you can feel the city and really be somewhere where you can pass through all these different restaurants, all these different stores? So we think it's great.
It is a blend of
It
cultures.
really is.
We talked about, your pastas, your soups. The sandwich is unbelievable. I'm going to take that. I want to know the secret recipe.
Okay.
I did hear about some desserts that you have.
There is a dessert that we
I'm going
have.
to put this down before I eat it all. Wow, what do we have here?
All right, we have a chocolate truffle gelato sampler. That's what we call it.
You have to explain it.
So
Chocolate?
what we have here is we have 3 gelatos.
Okay.
These are both chocolate, dark chocolate, double chocolate, and that's a pistachio.
Ooh.
That's homemade whipped cream, and these are 2 really amazing homemade truffles. And so we make them in house. We roll them, we put ganache on them, and we refrigerate them, and they're available for desserts.
So is this like a family recipe, or did you
No,
just come in?
This is just stuff I've come up with. This is just over some time, trial and error. Just experimenting and getting some recipes and going.
So
from
you're
there.
an artist yourself.
I am.
Can we dig in?
Absolutely, go ahead.
Where should I start?
I don't know, wherever you want.
I think I want to go ahead and go into this homemade chocolate. Wow, look at how thick that is. I'm going to put a little bit there. Do I just eat it by itself?
Yeah, just eat it. Okay. And these are also available by themselves. So we also have just a truffle, single truffle to order as just a dessert all by itself.
Is that a cocoa powder?
Cocoa powder in it, so I make it a little darker.
It's really good.
Really nice.
Now, you don't see pistachio gelato.
And that's
Well,
what
I don't.
he'll make anything with pretty much. That's why it's really cool to have
Can you try
somebody that
this?
kind of works for you. You can add ingredients for us. We can take things away, add things.
Explain to me the difference between a gelato ice cream.
The gelato is made with a little bit of a different cream. It's a little bit healthier for it's more dense. Usually you'll see people eating smaller quantities. There's a confusion is if it's an ice cream person, they think they're not getting all that they're supposed to get, but it's meant to be served by like a smaller scoop, It's a lot denser, but it's better for you. It's made usually with better ingredients, richer ingredients.
And it's healthy. So if
Yeah,
you're
it's very
looking
healthy.
for something that is very healthy and very delicious, come on down 7th Avenue, visit Ilya and at Stone Soup Company.
Yes, come down.
I'm gonna have some more.
Awesome.
Very good.
Thank you.